29 points. 29 point. 29 point. Bruh. The Knicks just came back from 29. The greatest comeback in NBA history. Them boys came back from 29. When I thought the game was over, I thought there was no coming back, I thought the Knicks just blew this 2-0 lead. 29. Them boys came all the way back. Them boys fought, bro. Hey, shout out OG and Jalen Brunson, but them boys some warriors. Them boys wanted it. Them boys wanted it. They fought. 44 minutes from Jalen Brunson. 41 from OG. Them boys fought tonight. Them boys fought from the 12 to 0. Them boys gave it they all, man. This was a great game from those two. A good game from Karl Anthony Towns coming in that fourth quarter, coming when they needed it, because they needed them buckets he gave them in the fourth quarter. You know, he had a slow start, but he came in the fourth. He knew, hey, if we want to get this win, I got to do something, because he wasn't giving them nothing. Mike Brown, hey, that sub to put Jose Alvarado in that game instead of Mikal Bridges, that's a great sub. Jose Alvarado was very much needed in this comeback, because if you got Mikal Bridges in there, he's just probably going to sit corner. And he wasn't hot today, so he wasn't taking shots. He really wasn't, defending well. So if you got Mikal in there, he's sitting corner. And then Wemby is guarding Cat. But now you got Jose Alvarado in the game. Wemby is guarding Jose. But Jose's moving without the ball. He's cutting. He's coming to set some screens for Brunson. And that switches the game up, because now instead of having Wemby at the rim just sitting there, you have Wemby guarding Brunson. And Wemby's not that good on the perimeter. He's not. He's long. He can defend shots a little well, coming to the rim. But Jalen Brunson's getting whatever he want out there. Jalen Brunson is killing Wemby out there in the perimeter every single time. And that's a great sub to just keep him out there to finish this game, because if it wasn't for that, they probably don't win this game. OG Anunoby making big shot after big shot after big shot in the fourth, which you needed. The first play of the game in the first quarter, OG hit a 3. It was a great comeback win for them guys, man. Josh Hart missed the layup. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. And that's what it takes to be a champion. That's what it takes to be a winner. You don't give up. You don't give up until the fat lady saying. That's what my brother say. Hey, you don't give up until the fat lady saying it ain't over. All right, and it wasn't open. Them boys gave everything they got. Them boys fought tooth and nail. They came all the way back, 29-point lead. Now, let's get to the Spurs. Young. Mitch Johnson, he's not a good coach. He's ass. He's not a good coach. There's no way you lose this game. 29 points. They come back 29. You score 30 points in the second half, and you score 41 in the first. You gotta do better. You gotta do better. Wemby, he's had it tough, man. Wemby's looking rough. He's looking rough. He's taking a lot of jumpers and not enough layups and dunks. He's not getting what he should be getting. I ain't gonna say he ain't getting what he wants, because he's settling for those jumpers, so he wants them apparently. He's not getting what he should be getting. Layups, down in the basket, doing the dirty work. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to do that. And I know he doesn't have the necessary strength to play like, oh, I'm on the block, give it to me. But he can be better at where he's getting the ball. And this is where Mitch Johnson has to come in at. Hey, Wemby, we want to get it to you right here. Just say if Wemby's at the 3, somebody comes set a back screen on Cat and he roll around. He's not getting nothing easy from the coach's perspective. You know what I'm saying? And yes, we know he's 7'5", but his point guards can't just go to the bucket. Oh, we're going to just throw it up there to Wemby. And he got to do something, try to tip it in, get his own rebound. It's only going to work so much, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stephon Castle has to be better. He started making he was in foul trouble, so he really couldn't get going. You know what I'm saying? He got to the line, that helped him out a bunch, but he can't put himself in this type of situation, especially, being up so high. Oh, you think the game is finished, and now, okay, you get into the nitty gritty in the fourth, and you can't be in for the whole 12 minutes because they needed you there. You can't be in for the whole 12 minutes because you're in foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? Not having subbing Dylan Harper in and out. Why? Dylan Harper's hot. Why are you doing that? To me, Dylan Harper is the second best player on the Spurs. So, especially in the fourth quarter, you keep on subbing him in and out, in and out. Mitch Johnson, what are you doing? First off, you dang near need to start this guy because he's working, he's scoring, he's doing everything you need him to do. He's getting on the glass, he's scoring, he's playmaking. Yes, he had that terrible turnover, at half court, but he's one of your most reliable scorers, most efficient scorers. He's probably the most efficient on the team right now. And he's the rookie of the team. He's playing like a vet. And he's playing like a vet. And guess who isn't? Fox. Fox ain't playing like no vet, man. And I've been saying that De'Aaron Fox needs to be traded because this is what he doing in this finals is terrible. Why go with that layup? Why? I got my kids that I coach for my basketball team talking about he should have pulled it out. If they know that, why don't you know that? Y'all up. Why would you lay that? Why would you try that? And it's just those silly mistakes, those silly turnovers that you don't need and that you got. You know what I'm saying? You didn't need that. Y'all were gonna win this game. You didn't need that. When Wemby only scored 24 points, he worked too hard for that 24. He missed two crucial free throws after Josh Hart blew the layup. And now you up one. You got a chance to make it a 3-point game instead of a 1-point game. And you missed the 2 layups. Can't do that, bro. You gotta make those free throws because that changes the whole game. That changes the whole entire game. Carter Bryant, he played good. Why didn't he get more minutes, Mitch? Mitch has to be better. He has lost them this series, unfortunately. But they're young. Everybody has to lose. OKC lost to the Mavericks, then the next year they won. Maybe this is their year. They're gonna lose to the Knicks. I had the Knicks in 6. The Knicks were the better team. They had a better coach. They were hotter. I just felt like it was the Knicks' time right now. And it's extremely tough playing in MSG. The cameras were literally shaking. When you were watching the game, the cameras are shaking while, they're recording the play. Like, bro, it's so tough to play MSG, bro. Like, those fans are crazy. The crowd was lit. It's kind of tough to blame him on the free throws, but you got to make them. You got to make those free throws. Especially if when some people's calling Wemby the best player in the NBA, he has to make those free throws. He's a good free throw shooter. You know what I'm saying? But 24 points, took 25 shots, made only 9. You know what I'm saying? 2 for 8 from 3. Wemby, that ain't enough. So if he 2 for 8 from 3, you know what I'm saying? So that only made you made 7 twos. That ain't good enough, Wemby. You're not efficient enough. De'Aaron Fox, 6 for 16. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really gave them nothing besides Harper. And he's not even in the game a lot. You have to get... Harper played 32 minutes tonight. He has to get like 40. He has to. He's been the most consistent from game 1 to game 4. He's been the most consistent. And Mitch already lost him a game earlier because he took Harper out and put Fox in and lost him that game. He did it this game. But this game it was with Castle. To put Harper out, Castle in. And then you were still steady keeping in Julian Champagnie and Devin Vassell. Bro, take Champagnie out. This wasn't his game today. Keep Harper in there. And, okay, you can be like, oh, it's for spacing purposes. Harper was 3 for 6 from the 3-point tonight. Keep him in there. Let him cook. Let him get rhythm. Mitch just has a lot of stuff to work on, and he had 2 timeouts, and he just holding. Bro, call a timeout. Let's draw something up. Let's get something let's do something else because they weren't getting nothing. 14 points in the third quarter after being up by that much. This is what y'all gonna give us? They didn't want to win. They didn't want to. In the fourth quarter, you followed 14 up with 16. They didn't want it bad enough. They didn't want it bad enough. And that comes from not being there. You can be hungry all you want, but if you ain't ate yet, you don't know what it feels like to be, oh, I'm satisfied. They were satisfied. You can't be satisfied. You got to go out there and get those wins because the Knicks, they weren't satisfied. They felt defeat last year when Indiana put them out. They felt that. And they're coming back this year with a vengeance. They don't care who they play. They don't care how bad they're down. They're coming back trying to win, trying to cut your throat. And this ended the series. The Spurs don't have LeBron James coming or don't have him there. So 3-1, the Knicks up. This series is over. I had them at 6. So, the Knicks probably lose this one and then lose the next one and then come back and win the MSG. Jalen Brunson, Finals MVP. Jalen Brunson, the best New York Knick ever. Hey man, this was a very exciting game. Very good fourth quarter from the great fourth quarter from the Knicks. OG Anunoby can't be talked about enough. That $40 million that they paid him, very well. He deserved it. He deserved it. Cat not being able to win if he's your rim protector. Hey, they defeated it all. Jalen Brunson, the next best small guard to win it. Behind Isaiah Thomas and Steph Curry. The Knicks are on the heater right now, bro. The Knicks are on the heater right now. This was a great game, man. Hey, I enjoyed every bit of it except that blowout. But the Knicks came all the way back, and hey, this was a good one. But hey, guys, I'll catch you later on the game 6.